Hi everyone. I'm gonna be completely honest before I start. I will say I'm a little nervous at the moment. I have butterflies in my stomach. That and gas because I just ate cheese. But at the same time, I'm also excited because once I do finally complete this project, I know I'm gonna feel real good about myself. Because this is something that I've always feared doing, and accomplishing it is gonna be something so satisfying. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, first off, I want to start off by asking you guys a question. I want to ask you guys to think or imagine an animal that displays these types of characteristics. There's four of them. So, the first one is gentleness, the second one is loyalty, the third one is independence, and the fourth one is viciousness. Now, what would you automatically think of? Hmm? A bear? A lion? Or maybe a golden retriever? Well, for me, I automatically think of a wolf. Now, I can say personally, I love wolves ever since I was a little kid. And as I went through life, finding myself and discovering things about myself, I realized that I do share some similar characteristics of a wolf. Now, before I start, I'm going to say I don't actually think of myself as an actual wolf. And I know there are some people out there that do think of themselves as not actual animals. I'm not one of them. Okay? No. But if you are, hey, I don't judge. Maybe a little, but no, I don't judge. So today, my goal is to talk to you guys on how I see myself reflected in a wolf and how we share similar characteristics. You know, I always say, like a wolf, I'm very loyal, I'm honest and hardworking, as well as very open minded and accepting. And at times I can be reserved, and I'm also capable of having a very vicious temper. I'm not joking. But that's only when I need to be. Now, the first thing is loyalty and honesty. And I will say, I always prioritize loyalty in all of my friendships and relationships. I always try to stick to those I care about the most, especially through thick and thin. I also strive to be honest and transparent with everybody. And like a wolf with its pack, loyalty has always and will always define my relationships. Now, when it comes to honesty, I will say that it is my guiding principle. And I personally believe in straightforwardness and sincerity. Because that is something I really value when it comes to communication. And like a wolf that relies on its pack to be clear in communication, honesty is a form and foundation of all of my interactions with everybody. Even if I've just met you for the first time, or I've known you for 10, 20, 5 years, I'm like that with everybody. Now, the second thing is being very hardworking and very open minded. When I approach tasks, I always try to do it with great determination and courage, no matter what. I'm also very committed in completing and accomplishing all of my goals, no matter how difficult they may be, especially with strong work ethics. And similar to a wolf that hunts tirelessly for its pack, I'm very determined in pursuing my goals very much. Being open minded and adaptable is another thing. I always welcome new perspectives and ideas. You know, I always say you can't just have one point of view. That's not going to do you any good in life. You need to have different perspectives of everything you do. You know, see how everyone sees things. And that's something I personally believe in. Also thrive in different environments. And at first I may be reserved and quiet, but once I get adjusted and get comfortable where I'm at, that's when I really expand my horizons and my true self comes out. And it's somewhat like a wolf exploring new territory, I would say. I also embrace change and growth. And I will have to say, change is good. Change is very healthy. You know, you can't have the same thing over and over again. You need to try and explore new things, new ideas. You can't just be in just one box. You have to expand your horizons. Get out of your comfort zone. And that's how I see it. And that's why I love change so much, because I do love a challenge. And finally, I would say I'm very quiet and very determined. You know, if you were to meet me at first, you may think of me as someone who is reserved and to myself. But that's just because I value self revelation very much. I also appreciate the moments of seclusion, somewhat like a lone wolf. I also like to observe my surroundings at all costs, especially in restaurants and in schools. You know, I have this habit of always sitting where the chair is near the door because I always like to see who or what is passing by. I don't like to let my guard down. Never. I don't like that. And like a lone wolf, I find strength in quiet reflection very much. And when I'm threatened, I can be very, very mean and vicious, to be completely honest. And that's simply because I stand very firm in my beliefs and principles, and I don't back down from any hardships at all. Also, when people try to push my limits, I will say I unleash the viciousness of a wolf that's trying to defend its territory. But in order for that to happen, you really have to push my buttons for me to get there. I don't get mad easily. It takes a lot for me to explode. Now, my brother, on the other hand, he is a ticking bomb. Every little thing gets him very mad, very easily. Well, in conclusion, I would say I believe that I embody the loyalty, the honesty, the hard work, and the open-mindedness, as well as the quiet determination of a wolf. And like them, I'm also a blend of gentleness, loyalty, independence, and viciousness. But only vicious when I'm pushed to the point, like I said earlier. And just like wolves, they thrive in the wild by balancing their instincts with their pack's needs, I would say. And that's how I try to navigate life, by balancing my ethics as well as challenging everything that I face in the future with very strong worth ethics. I also push myself to grow and strive as well as adapt and to be a better person. Well, there you go. I can't wait to see your guys' analogy video. See you later.